Watch a great dribbler and something strange happens to you. You lean. Your shoulder dips with theirs. For a fraction of a second, you have no idea which way they're going. Neither does the defender. That feeling has a name, and the reason it happens goes far deeper than talent. It doesn't matter if you're watching footage from the 1950s or a match played last weekend. The greatest dribblers in history share something so precise that researchers have identified it down to a fraction of a second. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It isn't speed. It isn't strength. It lives in the space between movement and decision. And your brain is the one being fooled. Pick any great dribble. Garrincha in 1958, twisting fullbacks into knots. Cruyff turning a defender inside out with one step. Ronaldo accelerating through a gap that didn't exist yet. Messi going through four players as if they were cones, different bodies, different eras. But when researchers measured what was happening in those moments, they kept finding the same thing. Dr. Marcus Raab at the German sport university Cologne spent years studying elite decision-making under pressure. His finding? The best dribblers are not reacting faster than defenders. They are making defenders react first. The dribbler has already decided. What they are doing in those milliseconds before the move is forcing the defender to commit to a decision that is already wrong. This works through something called motor deception. When your eyes see a body moving, your brain doesn't wait for the movement to finish before predicting what comes next. It builds a simulation the instant motion begins. It has to. The world moves faster than conscious processing allows, so your brain predicts. And a great dribbler feeds that prediction system false information. Professor A. Mark Williams at Brunel University showed attacking footage to elite defenders and asked them to predict direction. Elite defenders were better at reading signals. But the best dribblers weren't just unpredictable. They were specifically predictable in the wrong direction first. A full committed signal that meant nothing. The hips say left, the shoulder says left, the plant foot says left, then the ball goes right. By the time the motor system corrects, the window is closed. Garrincha had a right leg bent inward and a left leg curved outward from childhood illness. Doctors said he would never walk properly. His unusual gait made every weight shift look identical regardless of direction. His body gave the same signal for left as it did for right, not because he trained it, because his anatomy made it impossible to read. Messi works differently. Research in the Journal of Sports Sciences found his low center of gravity means his body commits to a direction later than a taller player. He is still genuinely undecided at the moment a defender has already been forced to guess. He doesn't fake. He stays open longer. The defender makes the decision for him. Ronaldo, the Brazilian, exploited acceleration physics. He was so fast over 2 steps that by the time a defender processed the change of direction and sent a motor command to their legs, he was gone. He moved inside the gap between visual processing time, roughly 200 milliseconds, and the time it takes to send a corrected movement signal. He was through before the correction arrived. 3 bodies, 3 mechanisms, 1 principle. Find the gap between what the defender's brain predicts and what the body can do about it. Live in that gap. Sports scientist Ivan Blanco, who has worked with professional clubs in Spain, calls this occupying the defender's decision window. Every defender has a moment of neurological commitment. Their brain has sent the prediction. Their body is preparing. If an attacker times the move to land inside that window, the defender is beaten before they take a single step. Most coaches teach dribbling as moves, the step over, the Cruyff turn, the elastico. These are valuable, refined over generations to be maximally deceptive. But the research is clear. What separates a player who performs these in training from one who uses them in matches is not the move. It is the timing. Reading when the window opens and delivering the signal at exactly that moment. This is why some players have 10 moves and never beat anyone, while others seem to have 1 move that works every time. The move is not the weapon. The window is the weapon. That window is 200 milliseconds wide. It has not changed in the history of the sport, and every player who has ever made a crowd gasp has found a way to live inside it. Next time you watch a great dribble, you won't see a trick. You'll see one person find the exact moment another person's brain became certain and walk straight through it.